January 3rd, 1964. Vincennes' first meter maid, Miss Godey Long, writes a ticket for parking violator Friday morning, her second day on the job. She will have a new dark uniform in about 8 weeks, she said. Until then, she will work in civvies. My uniform will be just like a policeman's, except a different color, and of course, it will have a skirt, she said. January 5th, 1964. Better days ahead. Vincennes Pioneer Bank building on North 2nd Street is due for a facelift. The local chapter of the Daughters of American Revolution has given the building to the State Department of Conservation, which will raise the structure around it and restore the bank as museum and tourist center. January 7, 1964. Miss 600 and Mr. 601. A sister and brother, Regina and Chris Hendrickson, become the 600th and 601st pupil at Franklin Grade School, formerly number 1, this week. It was the largest enrollment in the school's history. The figure at the same time last year was 527. 2 new classrooms will be built by next fall to handle burgeoning enrollment, which has made Franklin the largest grade school in this area. The Hendrickson children came here from Greenfield, Indiana, and are living with their grandmother, Miss Althea Dukes, at 1815 South 15th Street. Regina, 7, is in the 2nd grade, and Chris, 9, is a 4th grader. Presidential greetings. This printed card carrying best wishes from President Lyndon B. Johnson was sent with a letter in response to a letter written by Bobby Tester, 11, son of Mr. and Mrs. Frank Tester of Vincennes. When Bobby Tester told his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Frank Tester of 1133 Perry Street, that he was going to write to President Johnson, they told him to go ahead. But he never mentioned it again, and they assumed he had forgotten about it. Then came a letter from the White House. Dear young friend, it read, President Johnson asked me to thank you for your nice letter. Your thoughtful expressions mean a great deal to him, and he will cherish your friendliness and prayer in the days ahead. It was signed by Juanita D. Roberts, personal secretary to the president, and a printed card inscribed with best wishes, Lyndon B. Johnson. When Bobby, 11, came home from 6th grade at St. John's Catholic School, he explained to his mother that he simply told Johnson he hoped he would be a good president and that he would offer his prayers for him. Miss Tester said Bobby decided to write just after President Kennedy's assassination and Johnson's accession to the office. January 12, 1964. City sewer project underway. Workmen from the Towsley Construction Company in Indianapolis have dug this huge hole in recent days in South 15th Street in Bunker Hill. The pit will house a lift station for the city's new interceptor sewer. Work began on this project in mid-December, and the complete job will take 7 months or more. The sewer will swing around 3 sides of the city, and smaller lines will be extended from it to outlying areas. January 13, 1964. Hoosier Igloo. When school was dismissed this Monday, youngsters headed for the snow. Linda Wetstein, 8, and her brother Roy, 12, went into construction business and came up with a genuine Hoosier Igloo for 2. They are the children of Miss Roy Wetstein of Main Street Road. The 8-inch blanket of snow may have been pretty to look at, but it represented many hours of work for men of the Street and Highway Department. Here, workmen of the City Department clear Bustrin Street. January 13, 1964. Familiar scene? Motorists who parked their cars outside on Sunday evening will recognize this scene. It took considerable shoveling to get the old bus going. Tuesday wasn't the first day of spring by any means, but its warm sunshine just sent people out of doors all over Vincennes. Leon Bavarius was laying out cement blocks for a cold frame in which to plant leeks and early lettuce behind the home of 607 South 8th Street. January 22, 1964, Joe Masser of Bruceville got help from Raylan Willer and Marva Goins on a car wash job. Raylan is a student of Lincoln High School and Marva attends Vincennes University. For children like Sherry and Greggy Wagner of 1403 Bayou Street, Tuesday was a day to romp out of doors. January 26, 1964, the half-block area along Nicholas Street between 6th and 7th has been completely cleared to provide a site for a new apartments for elderly project. Plans for the 6-story apartment building are currently in the final stages of preparation and government approval preceding the start of construction. Planning of the building has been conducted by the Vincennes Housing Authority.